Hello everyone, we are Jobless Weebs back for the second episode. I'm Brian, again here today.
And I'm Marco, the big brown Mexican. And welcome back to another week. How have you been, Brian, this past week?
Jobless, actually.
I feel it.
I couldn't start the job that I had lined up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
So I didn't even start this week. So
oh boy, and here I was kind of like bragging about these last 2 weeks I've been applying for 80 jobs and nothing, and then and I got an offer and it's an intern, and it's like, is this how being an adult feels like? And,
getting results.
oh boy. But you know what? Even if we get a job, being jobless, it's a mindset.
That's right.
And we're gonna have on Saturdays, Sundays. We're still trying to figure out when this video is coming out. Stupid internet didn't work on Saturdays, so that's why I ended up uploading it on Sundays. So.
Okay.
Well, we do need to start setting up an actual date.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I mean, she want to hear it. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, I have to readjust my plans, but it's been a nice week doing nothing.
I hear you. I was really surprised of how quickly I got used to not having a job.
Yes. Oh, so true.
Because it was always waking up really early in the morning, going to class, do homework, and it was already 5 p.m., so gotta go to my part-time job, then come back, do more homework, sleep, repeat. And then we graduated.
That's right.
We ended up being unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not so bad.
It's not so bad actually. Got a lot of other. Well, I sleep in first, which is really nice.
Oh yeah.
Start the day that way.
Well, at least we have a bit of good news. We have the Komi anime coming up, and also a new season for Overlord.
That's right. We'll see the 4th season of Overlord, which I'm really excited for.
And a movie, right?
That's right. Yeah, they did announce a movie with it. Surprisingly enough, not sure what they're gonna cover in that, along with the season 4.
Well, you are the one who has leveled up in the weeb level
in the weeb world
of light novels.
I've been reading the light novels. That's right. I'm up to light novel 12 is out in English. The novel 13 is coming out, I think, later in this year. So yeah, I know the story pretty well.
So how far is light novel 12 and 13 from season 3?
Oh yeah, let me remember. Let's see. I think it's a few arcs ahead, of course. But if I remember correctly, there has to be a couple of things that happen. Ainz meets some dragons and...
Dragons?
It's
talk?
pretty amazing. Oh yes, they talk. They're talking dragons. Also some dwarves, and of course, I think there's some other things that happens in the others. But yeah, that's what I remember in one of the light novels. That's a little ways ahead, but I'll have to look back into it to see the exact turn of events for all the light novels.
Well, that is coming during summer, right? Or is it fall?
So. Yeah, I think it's this year. Maybe fall. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That sounds great. I actually, the last thing I remember, because it was just so long ago, was that he stopped time to kill one of the knights that he was helping in the first season.
Oh, yes.
Right?
And that's right.
Then I was like, yeah, let's do all. And I was like,
that's right.
So you've chosen that.
Yep. He's like, I cannot stand idly by when you like use the kingdom or like trample on the kingdom. So he's like, I'll fight you. But I think he knew that he would die, and Ainz, he just totally wrecked him.
Yeah.
Stop time, and yep.
It's like
Instant death.
you know what that guy has done. It's like you cannot just go and grab your glove and I challenge you to a duel. It's like, no, it doesn't
Go
work
and
like
skip.
that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
It's like even I'm bad at the statistics, or at least I think, but that guy, heck, he knew no math.
Oh yeah. He just walked in there.
It's like, I'm just gonna swing my sword that it's a legendary sword that according to what you just told me, it's as good as one of your kitchen knives. And I'm gonna try to hit you. So at least please let me touch you.
Please let me at least approach you.
Oh boy. And something good. Komi-san, have you been keeping up with the manga of Komi-san?
Oh, that's when I need to get back into and really do much better at.
Oh boy. Did I just give you spoilers?
Oh no, that's okay. Oh dear. Well, right. Well, I just know that the Komi-san anime is announced. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you have been keeping up with the manga, is the Mangabi Tadano shippers. That ship is gone.
Okay.
And the one who sank the ship was Mangabi herself.
Herself? Oh, that meme that you sent me. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Yes.
It's like,
I see now. Well, I mean, I was kind of expecting it this whole way. Of course, there are a lot of people who will be disappointed. But
I mean, I think that all of them, they knew what was going to happen.
Well,
I mean, it's
Komi-san.
Komi-san.
that's the title of the anime. Yeah.
It's like,
Her name
yeah.
is in the title.
It's like Sasuke trying to beat up Naruto. It's like, no. What's the name of the anime? It's not Sasuke.
Not Sasuke.
It's Naruto. Okay? So, the same with this one. It's like, yeah, Mangabi, really cute and everything. But
very, very, yeah.
But
really
yeah.
nice girl.
The anime is not, or like the manga is not called Mangabi-san Can Communicate. So
That's right.
probably a spin-off. She would have won.
Ooh.
But she was introduced kind of like around 100 chapters ago.
Yeah, it was about halfway through to where it is now. That's right. Yeah, and maybe there will be a spin-off, and maybe she will be the main character in that one, but for this one...
But I mean, there are really few times when a girl that is later introduced actually gets something.
True. Yeah.
And it's Komi-san, so...
Yeah. We all root for Komi-san.
It's like...
Let's be honest.
To all those Tadano Mangabi shippers, it's like, deep down, they were Tadano Komi-san shippers.
Oh yeah.
It was, you cannot deny that.
Yeah, that's the core of that story. That's for sure.
I do feel a little bad for Tadano. Because he meant well. He wanted everyone to kind of like, be happy, enjoy their school life.
That's the way he is. Yeah.
And then he becomes aware that Mangabi actually has a crush on him, but he has a crush on Komi-san, even though he totally denies it.
Oh, totally.
And there's this, what's the name of the guy that has a crush on Tadano?
Oh no.
I mean...
Well, I mean...
It's like bromance, but... It could also be
Yes.
interpreted as
Oh yes, the really big buff guy.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. There. Well, yeah, there might be shippers of that ship, which is all right. Yeah,
Yeah, I
There-
mean,
that could happen.
no judgment here, but but it's like that seems more like a bromance, like
yeah,
because that guy was also really serious. People always thought of him as
oh yeah,
As a
as
bully.
gang member, bully. Oh yeah, delinquent. Oh yes.
so. Yeah, Tadano was kind of like the good thing about Tadano is that he was so average with everything because
right.
I think I was reading something on the manga
Oh.
that Tadano's name is kind of like average.
Oh yeah,
that's the
yeah.
meaning.
His name. That's right. His name means
So it's like
average.
he's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
average that he doesn't really have any prejudice towards anyone, pretty much.
That's right. That's right. For any reason.
Kind of like
yeah.
Komi, she was really quiet and everything, but he was like, okay, I'll just talk to you while I'm on the other side of a booth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah,
We-
and
we-
he just goes for it normally.
So I think one of the good things about that manga about like, yeah, he's talking about social anxiety of this goddess,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but at the same
Very
time,
beautiful.
it's like you should learn more to be like Tadano because
Yes, yeah.
it's like everyone starts approaching more to Komi, to Komi-san,
Right.
because Tadano was the intermediary.
Yeah, he was the one that basically initiated that group and helps her to well, he kind of does help her to fit in with everyone else, strangely enough. Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're really looking forward for the anime. So hopefully,
Oh, yeah.
they will do a great job, just as they're doing with Nagatoro-san.
Oh yes, they're doing a great job with that.
Though every time that I watch an episode of Nagatoro-san,
Uh-huh.
I feel like the FBI is watching me.
Oh yes, yes. This is the FBI. Open up.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, that's funny. That's kind of etchy. It's like,
Oh yeah,
where's the police?
yeah.
It's not coming, is it?
Check over your shoulder. Oh yeah, that's. Oh yes, I'm really glad these highly followed manga are finally being put onto the small screen in anime, which is really good to see. Oh, yeah.
It's actually really good because it's one of the most popular. I would still call it kind of like underground because you know
Yeah.
like shonen manga will always be
Yeah,
kinda
that's always the mainstream.
popular and
yeah,
the mainstream stuff.
that
So
is.
it's like
absolutely.
yeah, you kind of expect it, but
Right.
it's good that Kami-san's coming.
Oh
we,
yeah.
We've been waiting for her for
Yes.
like at least
Yes, we have.
at least for more than a year. Or at
Uh-huh.
least that's for myself because
Yeah.
it's been kind of like 1 or 2 years since I restarted reading because I started reading it a couple of years ago, and I stopped and then like you know what, I'm gonna go back and see what's changed.
Oh, absolutely. Get back into it and reread. Absolutely.
So now that we've covered this really big tangent, what are we talking about today?
Oh yes. Oh, let's see. Inspirational anime, I believe.
Right. Hopefully this will become a series. You don't know because I mean.
Yeah.
There's so much inspirational anime. Actually, the reason why I proposed this to talk
Oh yeah.
was because I've been watching anime with my parents. It's my plan
yes.
to turn my parents into weebs.
Oh yes, that's the dream. Like showing it to your parents it's a great feeling, and then appreciating it.
Yeah, one of the
yeah.
things was that I don't know about you, but a lot of times, kind of like my family in general.
Oh, yeah.
When they see me watch anime, they're like, "Well, you're big enough to keep watching these cartoons, aren't
Cartoons,
you?"
right? My family think similar thoughts.
And like, well, Not the ones that I watch.
Oh, right. Attack on Titan. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that a lot of animes like Attack on Titan, Elfen Light,
Oh, no. Oh,
Guilty Crown, and
Guilty
like
Crown, another. Oh, yeah. I'll never. Well,
like-
yeah.
I would not have any small kids watch
Oh, no.
those.
Yeah.
Though I was introduced to those kind of animes really early.
Really early. Oh, yes.
Though back in the day, I was still kind of like a closet weeb. Kind of like, no, I do watch anime. I do
Yeah.
listen to anime openings and
Yeah,
endings.
yeah.
But I'm not a weeb.
Right.
Like-
Yeah.
That negation is like, I'm not a weeb. I'm a normie.
I'm not different or anything.
But then everything changes when you buy your first figurine,
Oh, yes.
or your first light novel, or your first manga.
Yes. First, any of those. I can't even remember when I bought my first light novel, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, I remember my first figurine was Bunny Girl Senpai
Oh,
in the Bunny Girl
yes.
outfit.
In the outfit, yes. Gotta have her in the outfit.
And
Yeah.
just when I received it, I was like, so this is it. I'm actually a weeb.
Yes.
Like all this time I've been denying it myself. And right now I have I mean I don't have that many, but
Oh,
but
true,
I have a
true.
few.
Right.
But anyways, what I was talking is I have this plan on making or turning my parents into weebs.
Oh, yes.
Or
Yes, that.
Kind of like, if not turn them into weebs, kind of
Yeah.
like show them that anime is not only kind of like lewd stuff and really cliche plots.
A lot of time laughable, even.
Yeah, or like really exaggerated.
Stereotypes.
Yes.
Which is also another turnoff to some people.
Yes, of course. And I decided I've been watching anime with my parents for the last 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Oh, yeah.
I had to lay off the ground, obviously. So
oh, right.
what I had them do was watch Violet Evergarden.
Oh, yes. Start with Violet Evergarden. That's right. Love that one.
And they actually really love them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, and love them meaning the episodes and the movies.
Okay.
We haven't watched the last one because sadly the last one haven't come out.
That's
neither
right.
like on digital form or on theaters.
That's right. Yeah.
So we haven't watched that one.
Mm-hmm.
And from that I kind of like started building up. And my approach was sports anime.
Ooh, yes. Oh, yeah.
There are a lot
Very
of
exciting.
sports anime that are, kind of like exaggerated. One example
absolutely.
is like Kuroko's Basket, where I don't know if you have watched it, but it's a really cool anime. But
yeah. I think it's on Netflix now.
I think it's on Netflix.
It is.
Yeah, it was recently uploaded to Netflix.
That's right.
And it's about this guy that have like supernatural powers whenever they touch a basketball ball.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna hold that kind of like for now. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready for that.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
And so one of the animes that I've been watching that count as parts of the inspirational anime, one of them is Run with the Wind.
Oh, yeah. Chuck and Field
Yes.
anime of a couple seasons ago.
It was from 2018, 2019, something like that.
Okay.
And it's about this college freshman year who is pretty good at running. But I would say that it's extremely good at running, also in the emotional way.
Yes.
And I think it's stopped. We're back from the break again.
We're back again. Yeah.
I'll probably cut that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's this freshman student. His name is Kurahara, I think. And you know that he has issues because at the very first segment of the first episode, he's running away with a piece of bread that he stole.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So he's clearly not. It seems not in an economic position either that it's good. And later you find out that he was kind of like scammed. So he ended up homeless with no money.
Oh.
And
in the beginning of college.
Yeah, and he was in his,
that happens
in
often.
his freshman year. And he's like, well, that sucks. And your life sucks. And as he is running, another guy comes in a bike and he's like, hey, do you like running? And he's like, what?
Well, right. Stew with the loaf of bread.
Yeah, because it's not like, why are you stealing?
Right.
Or like, why are you running away? Like, do you like running?
Do you like running? It's like, I'm kind of busy right now. It's like, what?
It's like,
what?
Would you mind? I'm stealing this.
Yeah.
So he is introduced to this guy in the bike. Is his name is Haiji, and he lives at a kind of like an onboarding school that is kind of like part of the campus, and it turns out that apartment complex it's the athleticism clubhouse.
Oh, yeah.
But none of the students living in there knew that it was a club whatsoever.
Oh,
until he says like, oh, this guy loves running. He can come live here. We will be 10, and we need 10 people to have to be an official team.
Club. They needed 10 people. Oh, okay.
So the anime talks about the dream of Haiji that he wanted to run in a marathon that apparently happens in Japan at the beginning of the year. That goes from Tokyo to I don't quite remember, and I just finished watching it not many days ago.
Okay.
But it's 200 kilometers, and it's 10 people. So each person has about 20 kilometers, kind of like give or take. But the thing is that no one in the apartment complex other than Haiji, who is injured in his knee, and Kurahara, who is kind of like a prodigy in running, know anything about running.
Oh my!
So he has 10 months to train these amateurs.
Yeah.
Some of them which are graduating and looking for jobs.
Really? Oh wow!
To get them into shape, to get a record so they can qualify to the preliminaries.
Oh wow!
And after they go to the preliminaries, they had to be on the best 10 schools from like 40 universities, so they could qualify to go to the actual race on New Year's. And it was
pretty
interesting. It was.
Yeah.
Because all of these guys had zero condition. And and they are kind of like forced into this because they were told like, as long as you live here, that means that you are a member of the club. And didn't you ever think that it was kind of weird that the rent was really cheap and you have meals?
Okay. So it's a good deal.
I mean, it's a good deal. To be honest,
It's a good deal.
I would have done the same. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, and the thing is that Haiji prohibited them to from working because he wanted them to kind of like start training a little bit in the morning, and then like, okay, the morning is it's kind of like a warm up.
Yeah.
Our real training is going to start on the evening and also at night. Kind of like at night was kind of like optional, and you see the changes and the character development of everyone at the complex, but especially of Kurihara, and they show you what his trauma was regarding running, because so far he was good at running, but he didn't like running.
Okay. Reminding him of the things that he's trying to get away from.
Yeah. And I think that was like an excellent comparison of the things, because like
Yeah.
he was really good at running away.
It sounds like it.
Both like on the actual sport and from his problems, because during kind of like the first good half of the anime, he's just like keeping his distance from his teammates, from his roomies.
Oh, not quite.
Yeah, he's not quite there, and he's always telling them like, you guys can't do that because you guys are amateurs. And he was not being mean. He was kind of like in his way looking out for them, kind of like telling them like, you guys are just gonna get hurt.
Yeah, which is a realistic thing.
It's like a
They
really
most likely
realistic
will.
point of view.
Okay.
And
I see.
one of the things that I was kind of like really astonished with was that in episode 6, there's this one character. His name is King. And he is about to graduate. He is in his last semester. So, you know, I was kind of like feeling kind of like the brother in arms kind of vibe.
Yeah, because that's similar to our situation.
And he was looking for jobs with no luck, and I was like, I feel you, brother.
Oh, absolutely.
And Haiji, the guy whose knee is injured, he tells him like, don't look for a job. And I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And
part of the club rules.
Yeah. And
That's frustrating though.
One of the things that kind of like struck me afterwards was kind of like just focus on one thing at a time. And I was like, and in that part, funny enough, my parents were like, okay, pause that. And I was like, okay, here comes the talk. And
yeah.
And that's when kind of like my dad kind of like turned out to me, and he told me like, Dad, that's what you need. And I was like, crap. I never imagined the time when anime would have been used against me.
Against you by the very people you're sharing it with. Oh, your parents. Oh my. Well, that's a lot of anime do have like life lessons, and that could be embarrassing when your parents.
Yeah, and he was like, "What do you think is something you need to do?" And I was like,
"Oh,
okay, so here we go."
Oh, that's.
And I was like,
"That's a tough situation."
And like, you dare use like my own spells against me, because I've seen that anime. I've already analyzed it through and through. That's why I'm showing it to you. Like, I'm not gonna show you an anime that I haven't watched.
Right. Oh yeah, I would never show my parents an anime I haven't seen.
and he was like, yeah, I know. Like, kind of like unconsciously, a part of me wanted them to see like that anime, because it's one of my favorites, and it's like,
yeah, it's a good anime.
You have to see that the plot in here actually teaches you something.
Oh,
It's not only like cute boys or cute girls
right.
doing some cliche stuff, because it's like the plot of an anime you already know is like, okay, friendship, things go south,
Oh yeah.
they make up, they become winners, everyone's happy. And it's like, that would be like a regular plot.
Yeah.
But the thing with the anime creators, the directors, or the mangakas is like, how well are you approaching all of those stages? And I think that Run with the Wind did an excellent character development in just 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Because they actually gave it an ending. It was kind of like an open ending, but yet it was an ending. Not like, what would happen in the future? And they also show tiny bits of what happened in the future. The college that they were attending that didn't have a club, kind of like 4 years later or 3 years later, it was like a full-fledged athleticism club.
Oh wow, full on program, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty that's inspiring for sure.
And one of the things that anime teaches you, and it teaches to a lot of, pretty much all of the characters, it's letting things go. Kind of like and mainly like letting the bad things go.
Yeah.
So that's one of the animes that I really like. Was one of the animes that you chose?
Ooh, yes. Ooh, let's see here. Oh man. I think I would choose Cestvs, the Roman fighter anime. The one.
That's one of the new ones, right?
That's correct. That's one of the new ones. I chose it because it's inspirational in the way that he keeps fighting. I saw the first episode, and there's some like bad things that happen to him, but he still tries to do his best with his sensei backing him up. And I'll have to explain a little more in detail what that anime is about, but I just really like that type of fighting anime where like he's a boxer and he just fights as well as he can, but there's still a lot of like odds against him. Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with Cestvs?
Oh, I still need to catch up for the past couple weeks, but I mostly watched just the first episode. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I've been catching up with that one up to, I think it's episode 4 or 5.
Okay, yeah.
And I totally agree with you. It's a really good anime.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The animation, it's kind of like a turn off.
Yeah, it's one of the CGI types.
Yeah.
Which we all remember Berserk. It didn't quite work so well with CGI. Yeah, Berserk didn't do so well, and it also had the CGI.
Manga is good, but the CGI, though it did improve the animation a little bit as episode goes by.
Oh, they did? Okay.
It's kind of weird because there are some times where when there's no fight, it comes back to 2D.
Gotcha.
But when there's a fight, it comes again back to 3D, and it's like
right. Because they want to show like the depth and the like put it into your face with the fights.
Yeah, so I kind of see what they're trying to do, but at the same time,
well,
I find it really hard to animate it with CGI on 3D. That
oh, absolutely.
I think it would be a lot more comfortable for the animators to just
stick with one thing.
Yeah,
it's really hard for the audience to really jump back and forth, and I really feel that too. It's similar to Zombieland Saga. The anime also kind of jumps between the two with the performances being CGI, Still very good, but yeah, they also have a similar idea with that.
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, I think that
Yeah.
Cestvs is one of the original anime
Oh,
this
it is.
season.
Okay, okay.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
And well, Summerland Saga is the second season of
That's right.
an already original anime back
Yeah.
from 2017 that I thought it was a hit.
Oh yes, that one, oh my, it did so well. It's amazing. Yeah.
But I thought that was great. One of the things with Cestus
Mhm.
is that he doesn't like violence, which is
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too. He's more of a beta male, I would say.
yeah,
He's not aggressive. He's not overly like physical with his ideas. He more like is swift and he's quick on the uptake, I think. So he does really well in boxing for those reasons.
yeah. I think that one of the other reasons that he does well in boxing, other than that him being talented, is
For sure.
his hunger for survival and freedom.
Ooh, absolutely. Because he's a slave in the Roman era, which is like you have no rights. You have no.
Yeah.
In that era, like it was really terrible. These people were like kept just for the fights, and
Yeah.
Cestus is definitely one where they trained just for that purpose.
Yeah,
Just for
and,
entertainment.
and the thing is that, like, okay, you have to win consecutive fights
That's
if you
right.
want your freedom.
That's right. You have to win to get out.
So one of the good things that I kind of liked about like that Roman culture interpretation
Oh, yeah,
was that they also introduced like not only slaves, but they were also introducing some people that were doing it out of a hobby. But of course,
That's
like
right. That's right.
the anime, since its focuses on Cestus, is like yeah, we're only going to talk about mainly about like slaves,
Slavery.
because this
That's
guy
right.
is there. Once this guy kind of like moves up somewhere else, well, yeah, maybe we'll include that.
Yeah, maybe it'll shift gears.
But
For now, yeah.
one of the things that I really liked about Cestus is that his conviction of being free is not only for himself but also for the people that had to die because
That's right.
not because of him but because of him.
But because of him, it's That's right. His friend, I think it was a good friend of his.
Yeah,
They fought for like a, if you do well, we'll teach you how to box, type of scenario. He fought his best friend, won, and his best friend was shot with arrows and was killed. And now he's fighting for himself, but also for his friend, and try to get that freedom that they all desired.
which I don't think that's totally accurate because I mean if you had slaves, it's like if you're going to train some for like fighting,
Right.
it's like I'm gonna sound really. This is gonna sound really wrong, but it's like if I were to have slaves, I wouldn't kill the other one.
Oh,
Like,
I see.
I would put him in something like kind of like trying to be in that culture. Though if I were to be in that culture, I would have been enslaved, not that.
True. Well. Well, the Romans, they have some. Right.
But like,
It's
seeing it
pretty
from that
high-
perspective, it's like even if you're rich, it's like you paid money for that slave. You're not simply gonna kill him. You're probably just gonna put him to work on fields or something.
Yeah. Which would be out of the way enough, possibly, to not be embarrassing. I don't know. I'll have to look into the Roman mindset when it comes to slaves. But yeah, it is odd that they did that. For sure.
Also, one of the other misconceptions that I think that that anime has, I don't know if you have gone through that part already, It's about the thumbs up or the thumbs
Oh,
down.
that's right. Because yes, I agree with you actually. Because they thumbed down him when they wanted the person that lost to be killed, correct?
Yeah.
But in reality, it would be the other way.
Yes.
That's right.
and a lot of times
That's right.
it wasn't even for like to kill him.
To kill right.
Kind of like according to history, kind of like actually the way to punish him more was actually thumbs up and give him mercy. That was the thumbs down, but at the same time it was not like kill him, because it's like, no, these guys, because it was a business.
It was.
You can have your merchandise. That sounds really bad. You can have you can have the people you employ by force
Right.
to get killed, because they will have to steal like work by force.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's like,
it seems backwards.
yeah,
Well, it seems not right.
but
yeah.
I think that
Absolutely.
all of that misconception comes from like all the Hollywood movies, kind of like,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
like the
Yeah.
Caesar, kind of like, yeah, kill him,
Caesar, yeah.
give it to him.
I think Gladiator also had some of that.
Yeah, but and that was understandable, and kind of like in this
absolutely.
anime is also
Yeah.
understandable, because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you need something to drive him, something to make him either lose his humanity
Right.
or embrace it.
Or, and that he has to struggle with that morality that is being forced on him.
Because it was the same thing with with the emperor.
Mhm.
The emperor was like, oh yeah,
It is similar.
fights, have
That's
fun.
right. The boy emperor. That's right. Yeah, they are kind of similar in that way, that they both are put into this situation. Well, in this social role that other people expect certain ideals or actions from you.
That none of them want their social role,
Yeah, nobody wanted that.
and yet both of them are stuck, whether it's extremely good or extremely
absolutely.
bad.
Or extremely bad.
Because it's like, yeah, you're emperor, you're rich, you have everything. Just
Any man
just by
could want.
clicking
Yeah.
your fingers,
Yeah.
and it's yours. Just say it is yours, but at the same
Mhm.
time, you have to do some messed up things, like
absolutely.
war console and
Right.
delegate if that guy lives or not, even
Uh,
if that's going to scare you for life.
absolutely.
Which at the
And
same
also-
time, we are evaluating to the standards of our current culture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we don't really know how was the culture back then with the kids.
Oh, true.
And according to history, given that the lifespan was relatively short, it was like
Relatively short. That's right.
kids like 8, 10 years, they were already working or
Absolutely.
being apprentices to something. So
Yeah.
so it's like, and kids right now, they are not.
Right. Yeah, that's not the expectation at all. You're maybe in your middle 20s or late 20s even, when you've in this society deciding your career. Absolutely.
Yeah, or maybe you can start a part-time job during your high school years, but at the same time, it's not that common.
Yeah, not very common.
Especially kind of like with, I would say, at least 70% of the population here in the United States.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because a lot of times, or at least in the part where we live in, it's kind of like privilege.
Yeah,
Let's say that.
yeah.
And it's like,
You can,
kids don't really have the necessity to work or to
That's right.
to to make life and death decisions.
That's right.
As in the anime,
To
it's
work
like
hard and make a living.
Cestvs, he is like a 13-year-old or so,
yeah,
I think
he's
so.
very young.
And he's already fighting 40-year-old guys.
Right. He's up there, and they had no weight class either, so he has to fight people way stronger, way bigger than him. Absolutely.
But we'll see how it goes. So far,
Yeah.
Cestvs has gone beyond the 3-episode rule.
Oh yes. Oh
So
yes. Very.
right now it's a green light.
Yeah.
There is a character that I already hate her.
Oh yeah. hmm
But
Well.
hopefully she will get what she deserves.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh yes. Well, I remember the mother in the first episode. She.
Oh, yeah,
tried
another
to,
one. Yeah.
Well. Oh right.
Actually, that was the first
the
one.
women of the anime in that in Cestus, the Roman fighter is that the mother can be called manipulative to the son, or at least she has very strong ideas of what slaves can.
I mean, for some reason, so far, all the like powerful women that have appeared
mhm.
are terrible. Are terrible people.
For a reason or another. That's right.
And it's like, no, like I hope you get what you deserve. Like and bad and real bad.
Okay. Oh yes.
Well, what time is it? 2:30. Good. We still have like 10 more minutes.
Oh, nice.
All right. One of the other animes that I want to talk about really quick is A Place Further Than the Universe.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
That anime is the reason why we have the podcast, even though it's the second episode only today.
Right.
Because it really touched something inside me.
Oh yeah.
With the main girl, I forgot her name. With the main girl, or like one of the main girls, that she's like, she know her life is boring, and she's already in high school, and she has never like kind of like skipped school or going traveling or going on an adventure.
I mean, adventures. That's right.
And the entire plot of that anime is like just do that thing that all for the longest time you've been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And if you fail, you know what? That's okay. And people is going to tell you that it's gonna fail, and they're gonna laugh. But if you don't fail, then you're gonna shut them off.
Yep. Oh yes.
And they actually shut them off.
Oh yeah.
Like
they go where they want to go. Oh yeah.
Because I think that anime was a journey of more than that having the girl visit the place where her mother died in the Antarctic. It was more of a journey of, you know what, if you want to do something, you might need to work really hard.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Even if you work hard, because all the hard work that they did ultimately was garbage. Because the reason why they did go to the Antarctic, the reason why they went to the Antarctic was thanks to this child actress that she was commissioned to do kind of like some sort of documentary. Because and then because they befriended her, they were able to go, and it's like, well, you know what? In here, it's like do what you desire the most.
Oh yeah.
Your hard work is not always going to work.
Yeah.
And
it might not.
I mean, luck is always important.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah, I thought that anime was great.
Yeah.
The animation's good.
Mhm.
I was crying like the whole time
Oh yeah.
because like
It's
I know
beautiful
what's
animation.
coming and I'm already crying. So
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
and my favorite voice actor is there, Kana Hanasawa, I think her name is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was like an anime where she is there is like it's already good for
Oh
me
yeah.
because I'm a simp.
Oh yes. Good voice actors. Oh yeah.
All right, do you have anything else to talk about? I think we still have a couple minutes before
Oh
we
yeah.
leave.
Oh yeah. I could I could mention one of the some of the inspirational anime that I've shown to my family in the past. I think one of the first ones I showed my siblings was Your Name,
Oh.
the anime Your Name. I really enjoyed that one. So I showed that, and I think they really enjoyed it, and I think it's an inspirational one, um, a good one to like introduce people to uh, anime, just because it's very lighthearted, but also it shows some Japanese like culture with the shrines.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was really enjoyable to show when I showed that to them. It was really fun.
That was a great anime. I really liked it.
Oh yeah.
And kind of like it was kind of confusing because
Oh, it is.
it was
It
messing up
is.
with time
Yeah, it messes with time,
because
and they switch bodies when well every so often in the anime.
yeah, because the
And-
girl goes the girl goes to the future,
That's
to
right.
the future boy.
A few years into the future.
Because when she goes to visit him at her present,
Right.
the guy didn't
He didn't recognize her.
because they hadn't met yet.
Yeah, because for him, it was his past that hasn't even happened yet. Well,
I mean, because
That was
like
his past.
the meteor had already fallen right when he was
Oh yeah, when he was
when
he
everything
started
had
dreaming.
happened,
That's right.
and then it was when it clicked that it like, oh yeah, I met her. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah, I did meet her. That's right.
so yeah, I thought that I mean it was kind of like pretty interesting, like
Oh,
time travel kind of thing.
oh yeah.
It was like, yeah, they switch bodies
And time travel.
at different, literally at different times.
different times. That's right.
'Cause, like,
Super confusing.
yeah, same day, kind of like,
Oh yeah.
I think that they would wake up kind of like on the same day.
I think,
But I wonder why they never bothered to look at a
at the
calendar.
date, yeah, they never did. The only thing they really did was write each other notes and write in the journal, in the phone journal, and also in the notebooks.
Yeah, but
and they never. That's really odd.
I mean,
Maybe it's one of those things they couldn't remember when they woke up. In the dream world, everything makes sense, but then afterward, you kind of forget all details.
probably.
That might be it. But that's true. They never tried. They never looked.
Yeah, because it's like, oh yeah, I mean, maybe it was the same day of the same month,
Yeah.
which when that happened, it had already passed a couple of years, right?
That's right. I think there was a 3-year difference.
Yeah, so, but at the same time, kind of like, let's think about today,
Yeah.
which is the second. No, it's the 7th, 8th,
Oh, today's the 8th.
the 8th,
Yeah,
May the 8th.
8th, a Saturday.
So, 3 years from now, May the 8th is going to be Tuesday.
Yeah, some other day. Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
It is a little hard.
They're like, you start to see the flaws. However, it is an excellent movie.
Absolutely.
For people to watch. So yeah, it is highly recommended.
Oh yeah.
But okay, that was great. I guess this is all for today. Thank you all for watching. Though we only had like 3 visits, right?
Oh yeah.
And 2 of them were mine.
Oh yes. That is all right.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out a way to promote these without my family knowing. Because I'm pretty sure my family will want to see, and I mean, it's not like I don't want them to see, but not now.
Oh no, right. Maybe when it's shared a little bit more.
Yeah.
Around maybe some different communities. Oh yes.
Anyways, thanks for watching, and keep tuning next week or next video. If these have been here for the longest time now.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Thanks.